nice. I'm so happy because today I have in Devon Ali is one athlete, good athlete, and a faster athlete. And the weather not good today. Heavy wind, heavy rain. It's cold, but I think today the run is 13.10.12, but the competition and me and the Devon, it's so good today. For the season this year, this is so important.
For sure.
Yeah, no, I can back that up. I think with the conditions, obviously it's not super warm, but it's closer to 13.4 is closer to 13.2, 13.15 in good conditions, and especially in a competitive race, that's good for how we progress in the season. The races get more and more competitive as the season goes along. To start the season early with a competitive race is super good, and it's just fun to compete in front of the crowd. Other than maybe Hayward Field, the Penn Relays has the most fans and the most. I could say it's even louder just because of the shape of the stadium. And it was pouring rain today. Oh, it was pouring rain yesterday. Fans came out to support the high schoolers and the college athletes, and then even today it's raining, and there's still 40,000 people there to compete. So it's pretty awesome, pretty amazing experience, and super competitive. It's always great to be out here. It's early for me in the season, but it's a fun race, and I'm happy I came out with the win. Close one.
Jonathan Tennell, the Philadelphia Inquirer. There's days, I'm sure, when it's easy, and there's days when it's down to 2,000th of a second. How much does it help you to have a race go down to 2,000th of a second?
I think the biggest thing is competitive all the way through. A lot of times when you run a race and you're out in front, you get to focus a little bit more on being clean, stuff like that. When you got somebody right next to you, you start to focus on them a little bit, and that's the goal, not to focus on them. So it helps you practice a little bit as the season progresses, and it's good to have that because I don't want the first time I have people around me to be the world champs.
And Rafael, you've run all over the world, all different kinds of places, stadiums. Is this your first time here?
Yes.
How different is it here from all the other places I've been to?
I think the people's watching is so nice. I think the city, the people in the city, and the live athletics is so different compared to Brazil too. But I think it's this different. The people watching.
Yeah.
And the people is so close in the track is nice too.
So Devon, you're back to track. How are you balancing? I guess can you take us through your week and how you're balancing all the football stuff right now, and how maybe that changes, as we get closer to USA's Worlds?
Yeah, I mean, we got a little bit of time off from football. We finished February 12th, and we just had OTA start this week. But yeah, I took probably 2-3 weeks off of all training, and then the first week of March I started training again for track, and so it's been about 7 weeks of that, and then this week just back and forth between football and track. So I had conditioning, lifting on Monday, and I was on the track Tuesday and Wednesday after football conditioning, and then took off Thursday, pre-meet Friday, and then competed Saturday. And I knew it was kind of going to work because I did the same thing last year, so I kind of mapped out the week the same way.
Yeah, and just going off the same football thread, what's the support been like from the Eagles staff and your teammates as you continue your track career, especially this? And have you had any teammates come out to support you here today? Yeah,
a lot of guys came out today. A lot of my teammates were out on the field watching, and the coaches are the same way. They were asking me when the competition was. Unfortunately, they're doing the draft right now, so they can't come. But they were all excited to watch me race, and I'm sure they had it on the TVs, no doubt about that. And it's been great. I mean, all the staff throughout the Eagles facility, strength and conditioning, athletic training, even nutrition, and the people that work in the cafeteria and help us just with all aspects of being a great athlete are supportive of what I'm trying to do.
Since I'm sure it'll come up, would you mind giving us a couple names of players who were here?
Yeah, so I saw Jake Elliott, Tyree Cleveland, Greg Ward, Ian Book, and Tyree Jackson. I'm sure there's a couple other guys. I just didn't see everybody. I think Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Devon, I listened to a podcast you did earlier in the week, and it's like you are not shy to, I guess, vocalize. You're still going after the world record, even after going back to football, coming so close last year. It's still on your mind.
Yeah, I think the ability there. I have the ability, and I think I just need to stay healthy and keep progressing. I mean, it's still super early for my season in track. So running 13.3 last week and 13.4 today is pretty good considering I've only been training for 7 weeks. Usually at this time I'm like 4 or 5 months in to training. So
For Rafael, so last year you broke the South American record in the hurdles. What are your goals coming into 2023 now?
Yeah, last year my principal objective is the 2 South America records, the indoor and outdoor. But I think this year the time now is more important. The champs, the title is more important. This year I want the final and the world champion, and when I do the finish, the guys say, Rafael, I think is fight for medal. If I don't gain one medal, no problem. But I want to, in the finish, Rafael is a good athlete and can pick up one medal in the world champ. Is my principal of the objective this year.
Any other questions?
Devon, you've had 2 races now in the hurdles. I mean, you're gonna get asked about the false start constantly, I guess, throughout the season. I mean, do you find yourself kind of being a little bit more cautious in the blocks right before these races, or is it just still business as usual for you to continue to have that fast reaction time?
yeah, I think it's just business as usual. What makes me a great athlete is that my reaction time is very quick, consistently, and just kind of finely tuned and wound up like that. So that's going to be my advantage in general, especially going from the 8 to 7 steps last year in the start, and so now fine tuning that and just progressing in the season. I haven't gone over 10 hurdles in practice yet, except for the races. I've only done a couple days of block starts, two block start practices. So it feels good, a lot better than it did last year early in the season. So I think it's the only thing for me is now stay healthy and stay fit and keep competing well.
Great.
Cool.